So let's begin the reading by talking a little bit about the Nine of Mirrors card, and then we will look at the rest of your tarot cards in just a second. I'm already kind of picking up on a little bit of worry, anxiety, or doubt when it comes to this connection. This card would be the Nine of Swords in a traditional tarot deck, and this card actually says blindsided on it. If you are a person who tends to be a little bit anxious in general, or maybe anxious regarding this connection, I feel like this person is able to intuitively pick up on that about you. I also feel like whenever they do, they kind of have this urge to soothe you or to comfort you, to reassure you in some way. But yeah, I feel like this person can pick up on any kind of worry or doubt or sadness even that might be coming up because of this connection or because of other factors in your life. In some cases, I feel like this person may have hurt you or may have disappointed you in the past, or you may have just been hurt in the past, not by this person outside of this connection. But I do feel, I feel like even if this person doesn't have all of the facts about everything that you've been through, they're kind of intuitively picking up on the fact that there's more to the story than meets the eye. There's more to you than what they see on the surface. They're intuitively picking up on that. They're intuitively picking up on a lot of depth from you. And this could be about events that have affected you on a mental and emotional level, with this being the Nine of Swords. For some of you, this is something that you may never have shared with this person, or that you haven't even had the opportunity to open up about, but they're intuitively sensing some of the deeper aspects of your personality and the experiences that you've had. And they're also picking up on your strength, I'm hearing, and like the way that you've overcome your past and the challenges that you've faced. And that for a lot of you, you've done this all on your own, and they have intuitively tapped into the fact that you can kind of take on a lot, and that you sometimes don't ask for the help or the support that you need or that would be beneficial to you. I feel like this is why this person might have the desire to kind of swoop in and help and comfort you in some way, because it's like they're picking up on the fact that you will do a lot on your own, that you will take on a lot on your own. Yeah, there's an independence and a strength that's kind of coming from you that their intuition is showing them about you. I feel like if you think about this person a lot at night, or if you dream about this person often, I feel like they're aware of it on some level. They're intuitively aware of this. Yeah, their intuition is kind of guiding them to a certain awareness of you. And this could be because this person is dreaming of you often as well, or they're kept up at night due to thoughts of you and this connection, something like that. Now, this is the Nine of Mirrors, which would be the Nine of Swords, but it's the Nine of Mirrors. And it's kind of interesting energy, because I feel like on some level, the two of you might be mirroring each other when it comes to this. And this is helping to strengthen their intuition when it comes to the feelings that they're having about you, because I feel like you both have a very strong intuitive knowing of each other. The way that you can sense each other is extremely strong, and it's kind of strengthening your belief on each side of this. So yeah, I feel like there is kind of a mirrored energy here. I feel like if you're dreaming of this person, they're dreaming of you too. And their intuition tells them that that's the case. Their intuition tells them I feel like they probably had a dream about me, or they were thinking about me and that's why I had that dream. But I don't know if they fully believe that or not, but it's their intuition is trying to get through to them about that. it's really interesting. I feel like the two of you might be connected on an energetic level, so much so that you're actually subconsciously aware of the times that you're thinking of each other, and it's working both ways. I also feel like if one of you is having a bad day, if something's bothering you, if you need a hug, the other one kind of intuitively feels that and picks up on that. So yeah, their intuition is telling them that the two of you have sort of this psychic connection, or you have this awareness of each other. But I really am getting the feeling too that this person might not be all that familiar with having a connection like that. So intuitively they feel like they're connected to you on this deep level, and they feel like the two of you may be tapped into each other's thoughts and emotions, but their rational mind might not let them believe that. These concepts, I feel like these concepts kind of came out of nowhere for them, or these thoughts that they're having now about, like, I think they're probably thinking about me too, or when I'm thinking about them, they're thinking about me. This kind of came out of nowhere for them, because this is really about them tapping into their intuition, which might not be something they had done so much before. So it's like, it kind of feels out there to them. It feels way out there. It feels far out. It feels like something that might have surprised them. Okay, interesting. Let's put this aside. Look at the rest of your tarot cards. I'm going to just put this up here so that we can still see it, and it might be playing into the energies of the rest of the reading. So let's see what we have here for you. We have card 9, and this says ITM. I don't know if you can see that. This would be the Hermit. So this, I think that stands for in the moment, if I'm not mistaken. So there's Hermit energy there, Virgo energy right away. Coming through for you, we have the King of Rings, the Jeweler. Ooh. This would be the King of Pentacles energy. More Earth energy along with this Hermit card, this Virgo energy. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy showing up for you with that card. And we have the Three of Mirrors. This is the card that says Red Flags. This is actually the Three of Swords. And we have the Two of Rings, more Earth energy, Two of Pentacles energy here. Okay. Okay. Right away, I'm getting a lot of messages about you, about like how this person views you as a person, and their intuition is really telling them that you are an independent thinker. That you are an independent person in general. They kind of intuitively know that you make up your own mind about things, that you're not going to be easily influenced, easily swayed, that you're very self-reliant, and that you really are the type of person that takes time to self-reflect. This person can intuitively pick up on your more introverted side. So even if you don't feel like this is something you've expressed to this person, or even if in the setting that they generally see you in, you are more outgoing, or you kind of like, I want to say like put on a good show, because I feel like for some of you, you really are at the core more of an introverted person. So it might be that you just kind of have to like put on a brave face and go into these settings, and this might be how you know this person. So I feel like even if on the surface they don't see you as an introverted person, as a shy person, or as someone who's very reserved, I feel like they intuitively know that about you. Or if this is something that most people don't know about you, most people might not pick up on this introverted side of you. Oh, sorry, I'm losing my voice already. Most people might not pick up on this introverted side of you. This person does. This person intuitively knows that about you. I feel like they sense that you prefer smaller or more intimate groups of people, or like smaller, just more personal interactions, rather than like a large crowd that's really loud and a lot of outside influence and activity. I feel like this person picks up on that. This could even be a phase that you're going through right now. You could find yourself in a phase where you're feeling like you want to keep to yourself a little bit more, where you're reflecting on a lot of things, where you've pulled back, you've pulled away, and it's like, it's like this person intuitively knows what's going on with you, like that you are feeling like you want to be more reserved maybe than you have been in the past. It's like they are kind of picking up on the fact that you're really in this phase of wanting to develop yourself, that you're into your personal growth. They kind of like, it's interesting because I don't know how well this person knows you, but this is coming through as intuitively they know that you're somebody who has your priorities straight with the Two of Rings here, or someone who views that as important, like to have your priorities straight, to put your energy, your focus, and your attention in the places that matters. And they know this about you. They know that you're the type of person who's paying attention to the details of this connection and pretty much of everything too. Like you pick up on the small details. And I feel like they sense that you want commitment because they're picking up on this mature energy from you. They know you have your head on straight. So really, whether this is a romantic connection or not, they sense that you're serious about something, almost like you mean business in a way. So if this isn't romantic, if this is about business, if this is a work kind of connection or a family connection, there might be something that's going on right now where this person's intuition is telling them like that there's some need to really be serious about this, that there's a deeper commitment that is desired here, that you're serious and mature about the way that you pursue things. Really interesting. I feel like this person just kind of intuitively knows that you're in this for like the realness of it. Like you're the type of person that is here for real friendships, for committed relationships, for the type of bonds that stand the test of time. Because you're really the type of person who gives your all to any connection, whether that's relationships with family members, with friends, with romantic partners. You really give it your all. You're mindful of how you conduct yourself in relationships, and you're a dependable person. They can intuitively sense that you're very reliable, without a doubt. And I feel like they're another thing that they're kind of picking up on about you is that you're the type of person that sees straight through any BS. Oh man, I got like a nervous feeling of, I feel like that makes this person slightly nervous. Like you see people for who they really are, and it's like you just kind of pick up on a vibe about people almost as soon as you meet them. You kind of like, you know, like this person is my type of person, or like we see eye to eye, or like, no, not dealing with it. Like you kind of know that right away. I feel like this is important because on some level, this person kind of knows that they can't get away with being inauthentic around you. They cannot get away with that at all. It might even be just the way you look at them. I'm hearing that like you might not have had a lot of experience with this person or like had a whole bunch of interactions with them, but just from the way you look at them, they can tell that they better not try to like pull the wool over your eyes, that they can't get away with anything around you. Yeah. It's like you see straight through to their soul and they can't hide from you. This might even scare them if they're someone who kind of tends to wear a mask or cover up their pain, just maybe even just to get by, like just day-to-day life. They might have to kind of wear some sort of mask, wear some sort of persona to protect them. They intuitively know that that mask will be stripped away when they're around you. I feel like part of them really admires and appreciates this about you because you have the ability to connect with them on a deeper level than most people ever will even try to. And then another part of them, I feel like, really does feel uncomfortable about this because they feel so seen around you. They feel like they can't hide when they're around you. Because we have this hermit energy showing up, we're kind of dealing with the energy again of this Nine of Swords at the beginning of your reading. I feel like this person has their own hurts. They have their own emotional wounds that they might not have shared with many people, something that they keep more to themselves. Yeah. What I'm hearing here is that, and this is a little bit circular and weird, but I feel like their intuition is telling them how intuitive you are. Like their intuition is really pointing out to them, this is a highly intuitive person, and they like that about you. Like it's pretty cool that you can sense what's going on with them, that you can like feel what's going on with them. Even if you're at a distance from this person, it's like they know how connected you are, but at the same time, that's a little bit scary because they might go through life a lot of the time trying to hide, trying to cover things up, and they just can't do that with you. So yeah, their intuition tells them how intuitive you are. I feel like they can sometimes worry that their past or that their baggage, the baggage that they come with, that might be too much for you, or that you won't accept them as they are. Intuitively, they know that you've had your own experiences and your own hurts and your own past that will actually help you to understand and to empathize with where they're coming from. But the fear of not being accepted or not being understood still crops up for them. And it's like their intuition's telling them to really live in the moment, to be present, to not worry so much about the future. It's almost like they tend to ignore their intuition. And interestingly enough, a lot of their intuitive messages to me are like very circular. Like their intuition is telling you their intuition is telling them how intuitive you are, and now it's kind of coming through as like their intuition is telling them that they need to listen to their intuition more. So very interesting energy there. Yeah, I do feel like this person worries a lot about their past. It's just interesting because I feel like they picked up on like the depth that you have. They picked up on the fact that you have your own story to tell, that you've had your own experiences, that maybe things haven't always been perfect for you, and you're going to understand exactly where they're coming from. At the same time, they don't want to feel judged. They don't want to feel seen. They don't want to feel exposed, even though their intuition is telling them that you will be understanding of that. You will be accepting of that. Very interesting. A little bit of fear there, a little bit of fear. But it's like part of this, like knowing that you have your priorities straight, I feel like is part of why they know that they can trust their intuition, because you're the type of person that prioritizes like taking care of people, that prioritizes being mindful of how you move through the world and how your actions affect those around you, keeping things in line. You know, they know this about you, and that's why part of them is like intuitively they know you're exactly the person to go to with any problems, or if they need a shoulder to cry on, or if there's something that no one else knows about them, they know that you're that person. Really interesting. Let's open this energy up even more. In the last reading, we actually got some more messages about the person themselves, so we'll just see where this goes. I left this pretty open. So we have the Page of Swords here. Yeah, I think that might be representing your person. We'll see. What is this person's intuition telling them about number 2? What is their intuition telling them about number 2? That one's a little slippery. We have the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Swords. That's the energy. That's that energy of not wanting to be seen. Yeah, so that's reiterated here. Bottom of the deck, Page of Coins, so more page energy. This is the energy of newness, starting something new, more of that earth energy again. So we do have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy here with the swords energy, because there's a decent amount of swords energy here, so a lot of air. I feel like this person's intuition tells them that you're someone that they can communicate with, but this isn't really something that they're that familiar with this page energy. So they know that you are a person that they could open up to intuitively. But there's still some things that they feel like holding back. Yeah. And with this earth energy, I just feel like they intuitively know that you, like, your maturity level might have exceeded theirs. And this energy could be reversed, but I feel like there's a difference in maturity level here that they're intuitively picking up on, because we have the King of Rings, which is the King of Pentacles, show up, and then we have the Page of Coins, which is the Page of Pentacles. So there's like a difference in maturity level, and because I kind of feel like this top row is referencing more you than them for most of you, I just feel like they might feel like they can't keep up, or like they aren't as advanced, they aren't as mature, they don't have their priorities like perfectly straight and in line the way that they're viewing you. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so when we're looking at with this Page of Swords, what I feel like is happening here is that a lot of their conscious thoughts are blocking their intuition. I feel like this is why this message of like their intuition's telling them that they need to listen to their intuition a little bit more. I feel like that's why that message is coming through, because it's like conscious thoughts, conscious worries are taking the driver's seat a lot of the time with this person, and they just really feel like they need to listen a little bit more. I feel like with the Seven of Swords energy, this is that energy of almost wanting to try to hide their true self from you. And that feeling of like you being so intuitive, like they're picking up on the fact that you're so intuitive that they can't hide. So there's this part of them that wants to go into old habits of wanting to kind of hide themselves, wanting to wear a mask, wanting to pretend to be somebody that they're not, or wanting to, it's not that they want to purposely deceive you, it's just that they almost want to wear some sort of armor around you. They're not sure if they want your intuition to pick up on as much as they think it does. With the Page of Swords, we're dealing with new perspectives, new thoughts, new knowledge, and I feel like these are new ideas to them. Like this concept of letting their true self out, of letting someone really see them for who they are, being vulnerable in that way, is kind of a new idea for them. And I feel like also with this Eight of Wands, because it can indicate speed, that something can happen really fast. I feel like this person's intuition is telling them that if they open up to you, or if they progress this this situation, if they deepen the situation, we even have this ring here with the jeweler card, so this might be like wanting to deepen some sort of commitment. I feel like they intuitively know that things will fall into place very easily, that things could move very fast with you, that they could get lost in this. They're intuitively picking up on that. So for some of you, that's what this Eight of Wands is about. They feel that there's speed here. They feel that that things could happen really fast between the two of you. The Eight of Wands can also talk about kind of going with the flow, letting things flow, taking new action, like moving forward. And I feel like this is them moving forward with these new ideas that you're kind of opening up for them. So this idea of someone being authentic, being true, and being highly intuitive might be a new concept for them. And there's like this desire to move forward with some of these new ideas that you have presented to them. So let's look at your tea leaf cards. You actually got a month of the year, so that's exciting. So let's see what we have. We have January here. This could be referencing a connection that started in January, or one where something very significant happened in January. There could be an anniversary, a birthday, something like that in January. This is making me think of Capricorn energy as well. So there might be strong Capricorn placements here. That could be what this is referencing. There could also be something that is going to happen in January, or something that's going to happen at the beginning of, I'm seeing like a New Year's celebration. So this person might have some sort of intuitive knowing about what's going to happen, or they intuitively feel that the two of you are going to be in the same place at the same time. I'm seeing like the ball drop and a kiss. This is so weird, you guys. I don't know, do you have like a New Year's connection with this person? If not, they might be having some sort of feeling that the two of you will come together in this way during this time, during January, during this card just looks so cold. So icy and cold. So there might be like a cold weather connection, a snow connection, something like that. That is so interesting. What else do you have? You have apple. temptation will test you. Okay, I'm hearing a couple different messages about this. I'm hearing that this person is very tempted to go back to their old ways when it comes to maybe not being as expressive as they should be. It's like they know intuitively that they should come out of this more protective or defensive Seven of Swords energy, but there's a temptation to go back to old ways. But I also feel like this is about actual like lust and temptation that they're feeling toward you, and that they kind of know, like I was saying with the Eight of Wands, they kind of know that things will happen fast. So if this is a romantic connection, they know that this passion that's between the two of you will make things happen fast. The two of you may get physical fast. You may have gotten physical very early on in your relationship, and it's almost like they kind of know that they can't keep their head on straight around you. They might become very nervous, and they just think that things will progress very quickly physically. If this isn't romantic, this can be about things moving forward very fast, having the temptation to move forward with like a business idea or a partnership in some way in very, very fast. You also have grapes, so a real fruit theme here. That's interesting. That's always like a key to abundance, you know. This person like knows that there's abundance here with all these fruit references. Makes me think of the Empress. This says time to go out and have fun. Very interesting. Very interesting. I feel like because this reading did start out like kind of a heavier energy, there might have been a heavy energy between the two of you. There might have been some sort of fight, some sort of disagreement, a breakup, a separation, something like that. And it's almost like this person is feeling like, or they're kind of like receiving these messages that it might be time to just loosen up, to lighten up, to try to take a lighter approach to all of this, and to move out of that Nine of Swords energy that we opened up the reading with. Interesting. If this person is very serious at times, or if there's a lot of like heavy stuff that has gone on between the two of you, this person's intuition is telling them to lighten the mood, to clear the air, to do something to kind of release some of this heavier energy. Okay, let's grab you some oracle cards. So we have card 7, culmination. I do feel like this is something that might have been building. That's kind of the feeling this is giving me. This is talking about the root chakra, so this is also talking about foundations, and also referencing to self-discovery with the number 7. And we were kind of talking about that with this Hermit energy, that there's this feeling of like discovering self. Their intuition might be telling them that it's time for them to go into a deeper period of reflection, to figure some things out, maybe sort some things out in their own life, or when it comes to this connection. But also I feel like they're also getting intuitive messages to get grounded with this root chakra energy, and also with all of this like fruit imagery that came through. So I'm thinking of like plants, again, that Empress energy, very earthy energy. What is this person's intuition telling them about number 2? So we actually had, this is weird, we actually had card 5, Shakti, come out, which showed up in the first reading. So some energies corresponding there. This is about change, and this could be a change in terms of self-discovery, because we have this this 7 come out. This can be about change in terms of our foundation, like where we live. So their intuition might be telling this person that they need to move, you need to move, somebody needs to move, or some action needs to be taken. With that 8 of Wands, something might need to happen fast. Shakti energy is feminine energy. It focuses on the solar plexus chakra. It's a playful energy, which kind of goes in line with this time to go out and have fun. It's also a very passionate and creative energy, which is another thing that we have discussed. So this person's intuition might be talking to them a lot about the passion that they feel for you. It might be that they have not experienced this level of passion or this level of connectedness for anyone. Again, if it's not romantic, this can be about a project, like a passion project or something that someone feels very very devoted to, very inspired by, and wants to kind of like flex their creative muscle around. So really interesting. What else do we have? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, you had 2 cards. Ruining your whole spread. We had a Grand Symphony and Time Machine. Wow. Okay, so the Time Machine card would be a root chakra energy as well, because it has this little red like diamond or square, I guess it's a square, but whatever, around it. So that would be more root chakra energy like we saw with this culmination card. So there's something about foundations. And then we have the Grand Symphony, which is about like moving parts all coming together and working in harmony together. This is heart energy. This is heart energy as well. So that's super interesting here, because let's do this a little differently since you had 2 cards come out. With this culmination card, I feel like that Grand Symphony is kind of reiterating that. And this is card 27, this is card 7. I feel like this is kind of reiterating that. I see a lot of repeating numbers for you guys, actually. I see you had the 9 of Mirrors and you had card 9, the Hermit. So 9s might be significant, and I'm also seeing 7s showing up repeatedly for you. This does feel like some sort of culmination of like lessons learned or some sort of process this person's been going through. I think that this is all about them tapping into their intuition. So it's interesting that this is coming through like this, because we're looking into what's going on with this person's intuition. And what I think most of all is that this person hasn't listened a whole lot to their intuition until more recently. And it's like a lot of things are coming together and falling in line for them to be able to listen to their intuition when it comes to this connection, for them to pick up on these little signs and synchronicities, for them to listen to that inner voice. I feel like for some of you, this is a past connection, or this is a connection that's in separation. We have this Time Machine card, and there's sort of this feeling of like they might want to go back in time and rewrite history. Their intuition's probably telling them that they can't do that, but that they can affect how they move forward. And that their actions going forward can kind of like change or shore up that foundational structure, because we are looking at this root chakra energy. But yeah, that's really interesting. I feel like they are kind of, their intuition's talking to them a lot about how things have grown, what has been building upon itself, if that makes any sense, like what lessons they have learned, what signs they have seen, what conversations they've had with you, and it's all sort of building to this moment of them understanding their intuition a little bit more. So very interesting, very like insightful into what's going on with this person's intuition in general. Like even outside of this connection, they're learning how to listen to their intuition. They're learning to step out of this logical, analytical place that I feel like is keeping them more protected than anything else. They're learning to operate from a little bit more of an emotional place and a more passionate place. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you did enjoy this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I'll see you again in another reading really soon. Bye.